I can't get the lighting right in here today. I'm just tired of screwing with it, and let's start. So I have been a victim all of my life of over dyeing my hair. I have colored it every color you can imagine, and I have bleached it, I don't even know, 100 times? No, that's probably unrealistic. Probably like 50 times in my life at least I've bleached my hair, like full on 40 developer platinum white. My hair was really, really good, and because it was so good to me, I just kept abusing it. It's like a relationship. Anyway, so there came a time within the last year or two where my hair started hating me. And at first, it was like secretly hating me. You know, it still looked fine, but it was like falling out. And then it got to the point where when it was wet, it just felt like wet yarn. Stretchy, wet yarn that if I just ever so gently pulled on, look, one came, oh wow, see, do you see that? Just, anyway. So if you have over bleached your hair, over colored your hair, plus you blow dry it like every single day like I did, and it is broken, frizzy, stringy when wet, falling out, just damage to the 10th degree, this video is for you, and I'm going to show you products and things to do to make sure that you don't damage your hair more, and how you can make your hair look and feel like 100 times better. So the first and one of the most important things that you need to do when you have extremely damaged hair is do not wash it. I don't mean like never. I just mean wash it less, because damaged hair is much more fragile when it is wet than when it is dry. That's why sometimes your hair can fool you by looking okay when it's dry, but when it's wet, it's like, oh hell no. Maximum, try and only wash your hair 3 times a week. If you can do less, but I couldn't, so I ended up washing my hair about 3 times a week, and I found that helped a lot. So when you do wash your hair, you have to make sure that you use a really good shampoo and conditioner. And I always have used drugstore things. I never could see the point of spending the money on something that I just washed down the drain. But as my hair got more damaged, I realized that I did need to take care of it, even if it was going to wash down the drain. Have since switched over from my regular, just whatever was on sale from the drugstore, to this TG Pro. And I have both the shampoo and conditioner. I got these at Sally's. They weren't super expensive, just because I would hate to spend a lot of money. I think these were $12 or $13 in Canada, and I got it on sale, buy one get one free. And that's the great thing about Sally. You get great quality products, and they often have a lot of sales going on. But this TG Pro is a reconstructing shampoo for weak and damaged hair, which I totally have, and you can feel the difference. Like, if your shampoo is very lathery, like sudsy, soapy, it makes your hair feel squeaky clean, do not use it. Make sure you use something that feels very soft and silky in your hands and doesn't lather too much. That's how you know it's going to be good for your hair. Also, if you can get a shampoo and conditioner that is made without sulfates, that's going to help you a lot. And when you get out of the shower and you have wet hair, do not brush it. If you have to comb it through, make sure you use a super wide tooth comb. Do not use a tiny comb or a bristle brush with a lot of close together bristles. That will just go through your hair and pull out chunks, and you want to preserve as much hair as possible. So this next product I also got at Sally's, and it is the, I don't know how to say this, apogee? Anyway, the pH in the middle is supposed to be for like the pH levels of your hair, and it's called the Serious Care and Protection 2-Step Protein Treatment. Stops hair breakage and rebuilds hair structure for 6 weeks. Ideal for color treated, relaxed, or permed hair. This stuff is weird, but it works. I got it on sale at Sally's. I think it's regular around $20, so it is fairly expensive. But what you do is after you shampoo your hair, you towel dry it and then pour this on your hair, massage it in a little bit, and then wait. It doesn't really say on here how long you should wait, but I left mine on for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then you just gently rinse it out, and then you can follow with your conditioner. This stuff smells awful. Like, whoo, let me just see if I can describe it. Oh, and it's sticky. I don't know. Smells like bug spray or something. Liquid, like just pure water. Like that's the texture that it is. But it really does make your hair feel stronger and also have less split ends. If your hair is just like slightly damaged from mostly heat products, I would say this is not necessary. But if your hair is chemically just fried, like fried, like beyond repair, this is a must. Another thing, if you have very damaged hair, especially if it has been bleached and over-processed like so much, is that it often lacks shine and is very dull. So this next product is from the drugstore, very affordable. Most of this stuff is actually, this is the L'Oreal Paris Nutri Shimmer Crystal Instant Miracle, and it says Complete Shine Care. This stuff is actually a lifesaver, and it is pretty new to my hair routine. I only got it a couple weeks ago, but I have noticed a difference so much. Like, I know my hair isn't super shimmery now, but if you had seen it before, it was quite dull, like just zero shine whatsoever, and now I feel like there is a little bit of shine. So after I get out of the shower, I use my Nexxus Pro Men Split End Treatment. This stuff, woo, it is amazing. I just do like one pump in my hand and just focus it on the top layers where it is the most damaged for me. And I truly feel like it binds your split ends. Like, I know my hair is still damaged after I use this, but I feel like I don't have as many split ends. I used to see them all the time, and now it's kind of like a journey to find one, you know? I got it at the drugstore. Unfortunately, I don't know what the deal with this is. I went on a hunt for this recently and I couldn't find it. And then I saw it in like the sale section where all the discontinued stuff is, and it was $6 or something, when usually I think it's like $12. So I really hope they're not discontinuing this. If they are, go and find them now. Maybe it's just in Canada, I don't know. Alternative to the Nexxus, if you can't find it, or the $14 is too expensive for you, which it pretty much is for me, is the L'Oreal Everstrong Anti-Breakage Dual Serum. This stuff I actually found at the dollar store, so I don't really know what's up with that, but it is at drugstores as well. And it's a very like jelly-like texture, and it makes your hair feel very soft. So Everstrong Anti-Breakage Dual Serum, very good. Now obviously when you have damaged hair, you shouldn't use heat tools often, but if you're like me and your hair just looks like pubes if you don't do something to it because it is so damaged and frizzy, and you just can't stand the look of it, and you have to blow dry your hair, definitely use a blow dry spray or mousse or something. This stuff, look, I got it for $2.50 at the Dollarama, but at the drugstore and Walmart, I'm sure it's $5 or less. It says here, sheer and lightweight protection against damage, and I totally agree with that. It just feels like there actually is a film on top of your hair that smooths it when you're blow drying it. Plus, it smells like cucumbers and watermelons and tea. When you are blow drying it, it is very important to use brushes that are gentle on your hair. I got this one at Sally's, don't mind all the hair attached to it, but it has the plastic bristles, but also the boar bristles in between that are a little bit shorter. And the boar bristles really give shine to your hair, and they're also very gentle, and these plastic ones are very flexible. Do not use a brush that the bristles are very hard and very spiky, because if they feel like wire or the plastic bristles just are so stiff, do not use it, because they will tug on your hair and you're going to lose more of it than you want. When you straighten it, it does look a lot smoother, but If you have to straighten it, put it on the lowest heat setting possible and make sure you use a heat protectant spray. One that I use is the Nexus Heat Protects Styling Spray. And you don't always have to spend a lot of money in order to find a good heat protection spray. And a good trick to know if your heat protection spray is effective is spray a few sprays on your hand and then put your blow dryer on it. If your hand starts heating up like crazy, like your heat protector probably isn't working. However, if it feels not as hot, then that means that it is working, because the point of the heat protection spray is to put a barrier on your hair so that the heat doesn't penetrate as deeply. So give that test a try, and if you feel like your hand is burning up and the spray isn't doing anything, maybe it's time to upgrade a little bit. So for me, I try not to straighten my hair, but I do like to smooth it with something. So I go for a large barrel curling iron. This is Revlon. I got it at Walmart. It was not expensive, maybe $20. I put it on a medium heat setting. I put it on a low to medium heat setting, and all I do is clamp some of my top pieces and curl under, and don't hold it there for very long. Just pull it through, and it just smooths the hair, a little bit of style without totally frying it. And I'll use this to straighten my hair too, just because I feel like my straightener just, I don't know, I just feel like it damages more than this guy. So if I want to straighten it, I will just quickly run this through my hair to flatten down any of my frizz, but not totally straightening it, steaming it, killing it slowly. So those are the products that I use pretty much on an everyday basis as part of my everyday hair routine, but there are a couple of extra things that I like to do once in a while just to give my hair a little bit of extra oomph, and one of them is overnight treatments. Now, one that from the drugstore that works really well is from Pantene. I think it's only about $5 or $6, maybe less, and it is the Pantene Pro V Overnight Miracle, and it says it erases 6 months of damage. It is a repair serum. I just put maybe 2 pumps in my hand when my hair is still damp after having a shower at night, and I'll just place that all through my hair. You can put this on dry hair too. It probably would do a better job if you did it that way, and it dries pretty quickly, but I just sleep in it. That's what you're supposed to do anyway. And in the morning, you just brush out your hair and your hair feels a whole lot softer. If your hair is like beyond repair and you also really dislike the color that it is and you need to change it, my advice is dye it with a semi-permanent dye. Not a demi, not a permanent, a semi-permanent dye. And these are really hard to find at the drugstore, so I would take a trip to Sally's or your nearest beauty supply outlet store, or even go to a hairstylist to get it done, and make sure you say semi-permanent. Semi-permanent is a deposit-only color. It's kind of like staining your hair. So semi-permanents are often what all of the bright hair colors, like the purples and the pinks and the oranges, sometimes it's hard to find natural shades, but it is possible. There are some at Sally's, and I think Ion has a line of semi-permanent natural looking colors, and also Clairol. Anyway, there's probably more, but semi-permanent just stains your hair. It doesn't damage it at all. So do that until your hair grows out or until you find a color that you like, and that is not going to damage your hair. So that's what I did for me. I went a bright color, and I'm just going to let my roots grow in because that's a style, right? It's with the colored hair. I don't know. Maybe I'll get tired of it and I dye it again, but for now I'm giving my hair a break because it really needs it. Anyway, so that is my video about how to fix your very extremely damaged hair. And I hope some of these products will work for you. If I could find a before photo, maybe from 3 months ago, you guys would be like, oh my God, it was just a mess. Anyway, thankfully my hair is back to looking decent, and hopefully yours will too after some of these tips. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would be so happy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.